Welcome to our webinar, Navigating the Insurance Storm with Shepherd Insurance. Today, our presenter, Ben Coe, will give an overview of how inflation throughout the country may be impacting your personal insurance and how Shepherd Insurance can lighten that storm. The recorded version of this webinar will be available following the completion of this session. You can look for a link to the recording and the slide deck for reference, emailed to the email you registered with in the coming days. We'd love to hear from you, but we ask that you please hold all questions for our Q&A session toward the end of this presentation. However, the chat will be open and monitored throughout the entire webinar if you need clarification. For those of you just joining, welcome. Today's webinar will be presented by Ben Coe, a partner here at Shepherd Insurance. Ben has been with Shepherd Insurance since 2010 and has worked faithfully for individuals and businesses all over the country. His passion for solving issues and coming up with creative solutions to complex problems has allowed him to help countless clients in many different areas of insurance. Ben, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here. Thank you everybody for joining us here today. So there have been 3 hard markets in personal lines insurance since 1985, and that includes our current market. A hard market is something that you'll be hearing more about on the news from your insurance companies and especially your insurance agents. So we thought it'd be a great time to define what a hard market is, give you some opportunity to what you can do to give yourself some relief during this hard market and how Shepherd Insurance can help with that. So a hard personal lines insurance market refers to a challenging and unfavorable environment for individuals seeking insurance coverage for personal risks such as auto insurance or homeowners insurance. In a hard market, insurance companies tighten their underwriting standards, increase premiums, reduce coverage options, and may even decline coverage altogether for certain individuals or for individuals in high-risk areas. There are several factors that can contribute to a hard personal insurance market. If there is an increase in claims due to natural disasters, accidents, or other events, insurance companies may experience significant financial losses. To compensate for those losses, insurance carriers may become more cautious and increase premiums to maintain profitability. Insurers may also face limited capacity to underwrite policies due to their own financial constraints or reinsurance companies' reduced willingness to share risks with insurance companies. This limited capacity reduces competition, giving insurers more control over pricing and coverage terms. There can be regulatory changes in different states. There are several economic factors such as inflation, low interest rates, or unstable financial markets that can affect insurers' profitability. If insurers face challenges in generating investment returns, or if their costs increase due to inflation, they may increase premiums to maintain profitability. Insurance carriers also closely monitor their loss ratios, which measure a proportion of premiums paid out as claims. If loss ratios become unsustainable, insurers may take measures to improve their financial performance, such as raising premiums or reducing coverage options. In this hardening market, it is especially important for you to review the policy documents mailed to you by your insurance company. You're going to want to review them for starters, increased premiums. One of the impacts of the hardening personal insurance market is the rise in insurance premiums. Insurance companies may increase premiums due to various factors, including the increase in frequency and severity of claims, rising costs of repairs and replacements, and changing in their risk assessment models. You're also going to want to look at reduced coverage options. Insurers may reduce the range of coverage options available to policyholders. They might revise policy terms or conditions, exclude certain risks or perils, or limit coverage for specific types of claims. This reduction in coverage aims to mitigate the insurer's exposure to high-risk areas or properties. You're also going to want to look for increased deductibles. Insurance companies may raise your deductible, which is the amount you need to pay for out of pocket before insurance coverage kicks in after a claim. Higher deductibles shift a larger portion of the financial burden to you, the policyholder, and help insurers manage their risk exposure and control premium costs. Because of all this, there is such a need for policy review. In the light of evolving personal lines insurance market, policyholders really do need to regularly review their insurance policies to ensure they have adequate coverage. It may be necessary to reassess coverage limits, consider additional endorsements or riders, and explore alternative insurance providers to secure the best coverage and premiums available. At Shepherd Insurance, we work with the top carriers to find you the best coverage, and we work to design that coverage around your needs. So here are some real numbers behind why the insurance carriers are increasing costs across the board on your premiums. So in 2022, the insured losses from natural disasters in the United States topped $130 billion. In 2022, liability claims related to dog bites cost insurers $1.13 billion. Switching over to the auto insurance side, insurers paid out $96 billion in bodily injury liability and $74 billion in physical damage coverage. The bodily injury liability is injuries that occur from an auto accident. The physical damage coverage is the damage done to the insured vehicle. We spoke earlier about loss ratios. So worldwide, insurance carriers are paying out $1.05 for every $1 in premium they're bringing in. So the insurance carriers are operating at a loss. Speaking over to rising costs, motor vehicle parts since 2020 have increased by 15%. If anyone's been out shopping for a used vehicle, you've also noticed the cost of used cars going up exponentially. The real number behind that is the cost of used vehicles increased by 48.3% since 2020. If you've rented a car, if you've gone on vacation, if you've been in an accident, the average cost of a rental car has nearly doubled since 2019, going from $46 a day up to $81 a day on average. Some real costs behind when your insurance company increases your dwelling limit on your homeowner's insurance. Lumber and framing is up 16%, paint's up 27%, roofing is up 19%, plastic and copper plumbing are up 35%, and appliances are up 16%, all since 2021. So the insurance companies are paying a lot more just to repair your home, and that does not include the increased cost of labor. So who is Shepherd Insurance? Well, we're an independent agency headquartered in Carmel, Indiana. Our company was founded in 1977 and has grown to become one of the largest privately owned insurance agencies in the country. Shepherd Insurance specializes in providing a wide range of insurance solutions to individuals, families, and businesses. As an independent agency, we work with a variety of insurance carriers, over 50, allowing us to offer our clients a diverse selection of insurance products and coverage options. Some of the insurance services provided by Shepherd Insurance include personal insurance, such as home, auto, and life insurance, business insurance, including property, liability, workers' compensation, and employee benefits, such as health insurance and retirement plans. We also offer risk management services. We pride ourselves in providing personalized service and building long-term relationships with our clients. We work closely with individuals and businesses to assess their insurance needs, identify potential risks, and develop comprehensive insurance strategies tailored to their unique requirements. In addition to our headquarters in Carmel, Indiana, Shepherd has 40 offices across 6 states and policies all over the country. These locations allow us to serve clients across the country and provide localized support and expertise. As you can see below, as an agency, we have over 68,000 clients and we represent almost 104,000 policies. So why should you pick an independent insurance agent? Well, for starters, we'll give expert advice. As independent insurance agents, we possess extensive knowledge and expertise in the insurance industry. We provide personalized and, most importantly, unbiased advice tailored to your specific needs. Our expertise allows us to analyze your unique situation and recommend the most suitable coverage options for your home, auto, or other insurance needs. At Shepherd Insurance, we have access to over 50 insurance carriers on the personal lines insurance side, giving us access to a wide range of options. We gather quotes from various insurers and compare coverage and pricing on your behalf. This saves you time and effort by simplifying the comparison process and ensuring you find the best insurance solution that meets your requirements. Should you ever encounter a claim or need assistance, we act as your advocate. We can guide you through the process, answer your questions, and help you navigate any challenges that may arise. With having a great relationship with all of our carriers, we're able to step in and be your advocates there. Having an agent on your side can be invaluable during stressful situations, ensuring your interests are protected. Insurance needs can change over time due to life events such as buying a new home, acquiring additional assets. So us as independent agents offer ongoing support and conduct regular policy reviews to ensure your coverage remains up to date. We help identify gaps, recommend adjustments, and update your policy to reflect any changes in your circumstances. We're also a one-stop shop. Rather than contacting multiple insurance companies individually, we as independent agents serve as a convenient one-stop shop for your insurance needs. We can assist with home, auto, renters, umbrella, or any other type of insurance, saving you time and streamlining the process by having a single point of contact for all your policies. And finally, we build long-term relationships. We value them here at our agency. We've been in business for over 45 years, and honestly, we have a large number of clients that have been with us since day one. We take the time to understand your changing needs and life circumstances, and by fostering a lasting relationship, we provide ongoing advice, support, and adjustments to your coverage as your insurance requirements evolve over time. So what is the difference between a captive insurance agent and an independent insurance agent like Shepherd Insurance? So the captives are going to be your State Farms, your Allstates, your Farmers agents, and they have an exclusive relationship with one insurance company. So a captive agent represents and works exclusively with one insurance company or carrier. They're contractually bound to sell insurance products solely from that particular company. Captive agents also have a limited product selection. So captive agents can only offer insurance policies and products from the company they're affiliated with. They don't have access to products from other insurance companies. And finally, captive agents are brand loyal. Captive agents are strongly aligned with the brand and values of their affiliated company. They represent the company's interests and work towards meeting sales targets and objectives. As independent agents, we work with multiple carriers. Independent agents have relationships with multiple insurance companies and carriers, and we're not bound to a single insurer, so we can represent a variety of insurance providers. As you saw earlier, we represent over 50 on the personal lines insurance side. We have an expanded product selection. Independent agents have access to a wide range of insurance products from different companies. We offer diverse coverage options, and we can customize that coverage based on your specific needs. We have flexibility. We can advocate for our clients' needs and negotiate with various insurance companies on our clients' behalf. So we will always work to secure the most favorable terms, premiums, and coverage options. And finally, client loyalty. Insurance agents like us at Shepherd, we build long-term relationships with our clients. We prioritize personalized service, ongoing support, and policy reviews. We really aim to be your trusted advisor for all of our clients' evolving insurance needs. So making sure that you have the right coverage. Our agency is lucky enough to be invited to sit on numerous agency councils. In these agency councils, we're able to give open and honest feedback to our carriers about their policies, their claim service, their rates, and we're even able to make suggestions on new or different endorsements or riders that we have identified as needs for our clients. Number two, doing an annual policy review is so important these days. If you've made updates to your home, you've purchased new art, new jewelry, these annual reviews can help avoid an uncovered or undercovered insurance loss. We're also able to give our unbiased advice and recommendations during these reviews. And finally, ask questions and gain a trusted insurance advisor. As an insurance agent, I love when my clients ask me questions and get interested in their insurance policies. I'm here to advise, I'm here to give unbiased recommendations and try to help prevent any out-of-pocket losses for my clients. And finally, what are some tips and tricks to help you create some of your own rate relief? Well, for starters, the top two are pretty much no-brainers. Maintaining a good driving record helps keep your auto rates as low as they can be. You're not giving underwriting a reason to increase your costs specifically due to something you've done. Number two is avoid small homeowners insurance claims. Homeowners insurance is designed to cover catastrophic loss. They don't necessarily want to be there for a maintenance policy or for small claims. So when we talk about claims, we want to make sure that when we turn them in, that they are worth it to turn in and not something where the loss is $1,200 and your deductible is $1,000, so the insurance company pays out $200. That's not the goal behind these insurance policies. Number three, take advantage of available discounts. On a homeowner's policy, if you have an alarm system, if you have an automatic water shutoff device, there's several out there like Flow by Moen or Fin that you can install that monitor the water usage in your home. If it determines that there could be a leak in the system, it can shut your water system down and prevent future damage. And number three is the big one that's come up recently, is a backup generator. A lot of insurance companies are starting to give discounts for backup generators because they're not having to pay for water losses. They're not having to pay for things where the power goes out and they lose a refrigerator full of food. The generator helps prevent loss, and so some insurance carriers are willing to give a discount for that. On an auto policy, if you have young drivers, you've experienced the pain of adding a young driver to an auto insurance policy. The things that a young driver can do is maintain a 3.0 GPA or better. If your child is 100 road miles away from your home at college and they do not have a vehicle with them, they can apply for the away at school discount. That leaves them on the policy, but it also reduces what the insurance company charges because they know they're only driving when they're home on breaks. And then number three is low mileage. So if you've got a vehicle that only gets 1,000 miles a year and just sits in the garage and looks great, let us know that. Your insurance carrier may have a discount available for that. Next is carrying higher auto liability limits. So when an insurance company looks at insuring you, they look at your past history. They also look at your previous bodily injury liability limits that you carried. And if you carry high auto liability limits, they view you as an ideal insured and they will give you better rates. The next one down is building longevity with your insurer. There are insurance companies that when we rate, ask how long you've been with your previous insurance company. And if you've spent less than a year with your previous insurance company, you will pay higher pricing than somebody who builds longevity with their current insurer. The next one down is bundling your policies, home and auto insurance bundles. You hear it on all the commercials. Those discounts range anywhere from 15 to 25% on both your home and your auto insurance. And so those are valuable discounts to have. The next one is increasing your deductible. So this is one where we have a lot of discussions about this, because sometimes it makes sense to take on more risk from the insurance company, as long as the insurance company is giving you premium dollars back in your pocket, and enough of them to make it make sense. So if you have $1,000 deductible and the next deductible level up is $2,500, my comfort level is if that premium reduction pays back the additional $1,500 in deductible risk in 3 to 4 years, then it might make sense for you to increase your deductible. But again, that has to be something where you are comfortable with the higher deductible exposure, and the same goes for the car insurance. And then finally, review your coverage regularly with an independent agent. Again, as an independent agent with 50 plus insurance carrier options, we are always able to take a look at your current policies for coverage. And then we're also able to take a look and make sure that you still have best in market pricing for the coverage you are receiving. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you attending today. I hope you've found some valuable information from this, and we're excited that you attended.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ben. We will now open the floor for questions. If you have something you would like Ben to address, please ask those now. We will respond to your questions following the end of this webinar if we do not have time to get to those today. We do have a few questions already. Ben, our first question is my insurance company obligated to call me if they changed my deductible?
So your insurance company is not obligated to call you in the event that they have changed your deductible. And so we've seen a lot of that specifically with State Farm here in the Midwest, is they updated deductibles from what used to be maybe $500 or $1,000. They've updated them to a percentage deductible. And so, for example, the going rate in Indiana with State Farm is 0.5%. And so if State Farm is insuring the home at $500,000, then the deductible may have moved automatically from $500 up to $2,500, and that deductible will increase every year. Your insurance carrier is not obligated to call you and tell you that. All they do is they will mail you your policy documents. They may put a little flyer in there that says we've increased your deductible, and they expect you to catch that. But unfortunately, most people do not catch that until they've had a claim. So that is why that underscores the importance of doing these annual policy reviews and checking with an independent insurance agency, because we do not have carriers in the state of Indiana that require the 0.5% deductible.
Thank you. We have another question about the difference in like captive versus non-captive. So the question talks about how we represent 50 plus companies, but do you happen to be able to reference how many captive companies we are out there compared to the number of non-captive companies we work with?
So there are, oh gosh, I want to say probably 12 large captive companies out there. So those will be your State Farms, your Allstates, your Farmers. USAA is a captive company. Those are off the top of my head, the large ones out there, but they are the ones that you'll see on the commercials every commercial break, because again, they're using the premium dollars for advertising to try to bring in more market share versus the independent carriers. They rely on agencies like us to spread the good word about how great they are.
Awesome. Our next question is, what are the 3 key coverages that I should look out for on my insurance policy?
So in the Midwest specifically, the key coverages that I always look for are some extended replacement cost coverage on your dwelling. So you're not capped at what the dwelling coverage says. So most of the time I look for extended replacement costs that's either 25% additional, 50% additional, or we have some carriers that offer what's called guaranteed replacement cost, where they say they'll pay whatever it takes to get a home rebuilt after a catastrophic loss. The other one that I'm going to look for is the loss settlement on a roof. And so there's a lot of insurance companies out there that have started putting on what's called actual cash value loss settlement on a roof. And so what that means is they will depreciate the loss settlement based off how old the roof is. So if your roof is 15 years old, it's used up half or more than half of its useful life. And so the insurance company may only write you a check for half of what your roof costs to replace because they've changed your policy to read actual cash value loss settlement. The preferred is what's called a replacement cost loss settlement, and that's where the insurance company agrees to replace your roof without factoring in that depreciation that the actual cash value loss settlement does. And then again, Midwest specific, but if you have a basement, there's a coverage called backup of sewer and drain, water backup, and that is a coverage that's going to be necessary should your sump pump overflow and cause damage in your basement.
Thank you. Another question, do companies offer discounts for a solar battery backup system like they do for backup generators?
That's going to be on a case by case and a carrier by carrier situation. But if you contact your agent and let them know that you have that system in place, they can go to your specific insurance company and request information on if that is a discount or not.
Thank you. We are going to ask one more. Do insurance rates vary from agent to agent in the Shepherd Insurance Agency?
No, they do not. So insurance rates, especially with personal insurance, they are all filed with the state of Indiana or your specific state. I speak to Indiana because that's where I'm located, but Florida, Arizona, Illinois, Kentucky, they're all filed with the state. And so agent to agent, company to company, they will be the same if you contact, an independent agent in a different town but use the same insurance company. The rates that you receive from those agents will be the exact same if they use the same company.
Thank you. And I know I said that was going to be our last one, but we have another really good question. So I'm going to ask one more. So while captive carriers don't seem to have strong products for high net worth clients, does Shepherd have solutions for personal lines insurance policies for high net worth clients and those who have more to cover?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of the, I would say the top 5 insurance carriers in the country that deal with high net worth individuals. So when we talk about that, usually that includes homes insured at $1 million and above. We have the absolute best carriers out there as far as the high net worth space goes. They're able to cover in multiple states. They're able to cover multiple homes. They can do agreed value on autos, which means the insurance company says at the beginning of every policy year, this is what we will pay you if your vehicle is totaled or stolen. They give guaranteed replacement cost on the home. There's fewer exclusions built into the homeowner's policies. It's a more robust policy, and we have absolutely the best carriers in the country to provide for the high net worth individuals.
Thank you, Ben. This was all great information. And thank you to all attendees. That is all we have time for today. As I mentioned earlier, the recording, slide decks, and the answers to all these questions will be emailed to the email you registered with within the coming days. Be on the lookout for future webinars from Shepherd Insurance. Thank you again and have a wonderful rest of your day.